So we're walking into the front yard. This is a Camito. This is a grafted variety from Florida. It does pretty well. Yeah, this is the first year in the ground. I got it as a 3-gallon, and it seems to have established itself pretty well. Next to it is a seedling Camito. Both of these are purple varieties, and they don't need any winter protection, and they do very well, actually. The trunk of this guy is actually getting pretty big, so I'm excited to see future growth next year. This is my Chico Zapote. This variety is called the Morena, and it actually kind of odd. I mean, I've kind of perplexed about this tree because it's supposed to be self-pollinating, and it is, but it's weird. So let me show you guys. So it just began fruiting, and we are in, what month are we in? We're in September now, and then finally it started to fruit. Yet the entire summer it was flowering like crazy, and I didn't see any of these flowers set. So maybe there are some experts out there that can advise me what to do, because now that we're in the winter time, I don't know if we have enough time for the fruit to actually mature. So here you see actually 3 fruits on this one tip. So it's like that all over the tree, and it's kind of odd. I'm not sure. Maybe there's a trick to pollinating these. I've tried misting, I've tried pinching. None of that seems to work, in my opinion. So this is a China jackfruit. This variety is a mix between a Chempedak and a jackfruit. It's more of a it's taken on more of a jackfruit, we call it taste and texture, but it's more soft, kind of like the Chempedak. So extremely cold tolerant, does really well here, and this thing has only been in the ground for 2 years, and it's I bought it as a small 3-gallon, and it's taken off. So hopefully in the next year or 2 I will get a little fruit out of that thing. So this is also a really fast growing tree. This is a strawberry tree, aka Jamaican cherry tree, aka, what's the scientific name? Montingia. I'm not even gonna try. I totally forgot. So this is only a 3-gallon about 3 months ago. Believe it or not, it's now towering over 3 feet tall, or 10 feet tall, and the trunk side is probably around, oh, I don't know, maybe 4 inches or 3. Yeah, 3.5, I think. Anyways, so it's a really fast growing tree. To the right, I have more jackfruit. This is a Florida Fairchild Sweet variety. This is the crunchy type, I think. Hopefully it'll be a good one. So here my spacing, my tree spacing is not that great. I have things pretty kind of close together, so I hope it works out at the end. But here is the Asian pear. I love Asian pears, so I definitely needed one. And this thing was a bare root at the beginning of the season, so that was in February. And look at this, oh my gosh, it just took off. It already fruited, like 4 or 5 fruit that I've eaten, and it was delicious. Here's a black zapote. It's a big tree. It's about 12 feet tall right now. Very fruitful. This is I'm not sure what variety this is. I would say it's a seedling, because I didn't see any grafting unions or anything like that. So it's most likely a seedling, but it's a good seedling. It's actually, the fruit's really large. Tastes good. It's sweet, mildly sweet to be fair, and it's just a really pretty tree. I think once it fills out, it's going to be a gorgeous tree with the glossy leaves and all that. Here's the June plum. The June plum is doing really well this year. It pushed out a lot of growth. All of this is brand new growth. It was like down there at the beginning of the year, and all this is new. And it's while it's holding fruit, it's producing more flowers, and I've actually already set some more fruits for us. So June plum is a delicious fruit. You can let it ripen and it'd be sweet and tangy, and if you eat it early, unripe, then it's crunchy and tangy, and you dip it in some sort of sauce and it'll be really good. Here's my Alano, and Alano is a great variety of sapotilla, and you can see it's an interesting sort of way it's growing. It's almost, I would say it's almost bonsai-ish, right? Because you have this sort of top canopy, and then you have nothing, and then you have this understory growth, which is really interesting. And I didn't do it on purpose. It just, we wanted to grow that way, and so I like it. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Actually, I'm not gonna do any trimming of this guy, but yeah, it's fruiting right now. So recently removed a custard apple tree, and this is the spot between the jackfruit, which I'll talk about in a bit, and a black sapote. I would say they are about 10 feet apart with each other. So the spacing now is starting to look much better. This is a green camito. So I showed you the two purple ones. So this is the green variety, and it's doing really well. It's just, I bought it as a small 3-gallon, and you can see that's actually growing quite a bit already. And in fact, I just put it in the ground yesterday, so it's not suffering any transplant shock, so it looks really good. Here's a jackfruit air layer. So air layers are a bit more rare. The argument is you want to have the obviously the main root, right? The tap root. So a lot of the jackfruits are grafted rather than air layer, but this is an air layer from my dad's tree, which is about 15 years old. This tree, however, it's only been in the ground for 2 years, and you can see it's really vigorous. It's doing really well. So I don't know, maybe there is an argument for growing air layer varieties. So it's actually already 2 years in the ground, 2.5 to be exact, and it's already fruiting. I mean, it's fruiting. There's quite a bit of fruit, female flowers on it. Here's some males. Though I'm not going to let it fruit this year. I'm going to let it fruit next year because I want it to focus on growing, which it's doing really well right now. So here's a birba, aka Rolenia. This is a lemon meringue pie, according to some of the descriptions I heard, but I don't know if it's true or not. I've heard otherwise as well. That it's not a great tasting fruit, but we'll see. It's in Annona, and it's supposed to be a yellow spiky fruit, but this is a seedling, and I hope it'll be a good variety and not a crappy one. So there's my ginberry, and then this is my multi-grafted apple. We're not going to talk about that. That's a boring tree, but my kids love it. So this is a Thai jumbo guava that I've also grafted other things to it, but it's a very fruitful guava, and it's a fast grower, and eventually I'm going to train it to form a canopy in the top and provide shades here, but for now I'm just going to let it kind of bush out. Here's another wax jambu. This is a green variety, also very fruitful. As you can see, very fruitful variety. This is a Thai jumbo, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. One seed, sweet. My seedling at the Moyam. Very productive, very vigorous, planted next to my longan. This longan is actually doing quite well this year. Next to a longan seedling. I do hope that's a good seedling. You never know when you plant seedlings. So here's a mango, a manila mango rootstock that I planted. I've grafted other things to it. Here's a white wax jambu. Here's some more mangoes. Got 3 different varieties of mangoes here. Lemon zest, I have Namdak Mai, and then finally Venus in this area. Brahmachima. What else? This is my kitchen garden area. And then finally we got the Yabiu. That's it, guys. That's the front yard. Thanks for watching.